Okay, so what has happened over the last couple of weeks? The first thing that happened was we had a price increase for Miletis for our bin waste. The second thing that happened was we saw Longford County Council carry out a rent review for the social housing, and those rents went up by unbelievable amounts. The third thing we have coming down the tracks is a carbon tax. All these things are related, believe it or not. First of all, Miletis. Miletis are now charging us 92 cents per week for not putting a bin out. So they're charging us people who are responsible for getting rid of our own waste, who are responsible enough that we recycle properly so we don't have to put a bin out every week. And now we're being charged 92 cents. And I have seen other people who have overloaded their bins and have also extra bins beside that overloaded bin, and Miletis have taken that bin. And the reason we have been told, many of the reasons, one of them is that their land fees have increased. Well, perhaps if Miletis went by their own rules and only collected a bin that it should collect, we wouldn't be paying this extra fee. But it's an extra fee that we're all having to pay for now. And it's unfair, it's not right, it's very wrong. I've written to them and I have told them that I was going to write to the EPA and discuss the matter further with them, and I'm still waiting on a reply. The second thing, the rent review from Longford County Council. This is grossly unfair, absolutely. The rate at which people's rent has gone up is crazy. Yes, I understand Longford County Council had to carry out a rent review because it had been 10 years. However, in those 10 years, everything has gone up. Electricity has gone up, our briquettes have gone up, our gas has gone up, our petrol has gone up, our insurance has gone up, everything has gone up. Now, how Longford County Council expect people to be able to pay that extra rent is beyond me, because most people are living from week to week and they are struggling at that, and then to ask them to pay an extra €50 per week is, in my view, wrong. It is out of the reach of many people to actually add that rent on. And also, what we have to address is that the rent review the rents have gone up. However, there's many people still living in houses where there is damp, where there is leaking roofs, where there is windows and doors letting air in, where there's chimneys have faults with them, and they have tried to get Longford County Council to come out and fix them, and they can't get anybody to do anything about it. Now, to ask for a rent review is one thing, but to ask for a rent review and still have the conditions that in some cases are uninhabitable going on, that's incredibly wrong. And I think we all need to write to all our councillors and discuss and talk about what they are going to do, because they are the only people who are here to act on our behalf. The third thing is this carbon tax. This carbon tax is a tax on individuals. It's not a tax on the big corporations. It's not a tax on the people who create all those emissions. The top 100 companies in the world are responsible for 70% of the world's emissions. Now think about that. But now us individuals are paying the price for what they're creating. Carbon taxes on individuals do not work. People before profit have put forward a climate change bill, and all our government have done is to trample on it. They've tried to fudge it. They've tried to just make sure it never sees the light of day. And our bill is asking to tax those corporations and also to keep fossil fuels in the ground, because our government have actually issued a licence in the West, believe it or not, for fossil fuel exploration. Now, who benefits from that? The big corporations. The big corporations that Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil pander to. And I'm sorry to have to put it that way, but that's what it is. That's the way it is. So it's wrong. It's time we all started speaking about it. We need to talk about it. We need to read up the legislation, read and figure out that this carbon tax is a tax on us individuals again. It's not a tax on the corporations who are creating these emissions. Thank you.